What's going on? What's going on, man? Main man, made man in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. You did. Special Saturday broadcast today, man. Wanted to get on here and talk some boxing. Got some free time. Thought I'd get on here, maybe kick it with some of the boxing fam if y'all ain't too busy on a Saturday. It is a beautiful day out here in the DMV, man. We enjoying some beautiful weather. So, hey, if y'all just kicking back, man, after a long week of working, man, come on, chill with the homie, man. Ride with your boy. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot to talk about. And, of course, today is fight day. So, yeah, man, we got a lot to talk about, man. But before we get started, let us deal with the issue at hand. And that is Jarrell, the Mutant Miller. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about this cat, man. See, I haven't been on YouTube ever since the second substance. Now we on the third substance. You know what I mean? Word of the curve is that this cat got popped for a third substance called EPO. The same substance that Lance Armstrong got caught up with, right? Jesse Rocker, what's up with you? This is the same substance that Lance Armstrong got caught with. And now this got dropped on me earlier yesterday. And however, I was too busy. Shout out to my homie Denise Wards. And she dropped it on me and was like, Slim, what is going on here? I say, what? I was in shock. I was on the road when it came through. I was just like, I had to swerve for a minute. Like, am I reading this right? This dude came in with a third dirty substance, man. Come on, man. Get the hell out of here. Silver Salomo, what's up? Salute. Pulev Chest Hair Agreement. Peace from London. Peace to London. Shout out to the UK, man. Yeah, EPO, man. Not EPA like the Department of Environmental Protection Agency. No, EPO. It's some sort of PED or weird substance that doubles your blood cells and helps oxygen get to the body a little faster. This dude, Jarrell Miller, is on some other shit. What's up with your boy? Now, let me just see. There's a lot of printout on this, so I'm just going to read a quick statement on what has been said about it. It says that Miller first failed a urine test by VADA given on March 20th with the banned substance called GW1516 being found in this system. Then on March 31st, the heavyweight had a blood test that showed the banned substance HGH, which stands for the human growth hormone. He gonna have all kinds of, well, this dude got all these substances. Then it goes on and says Miller also gave a urine test on March 31st separate to his blood test, and these results are reported by ESPN to once again have the banned substance GW1516 and a third substance called EPO. Get the hell out of here, man. Told y'all, man. Hey, I told y'all on the last video that this dude was doing a PED cocktail. He added a little bit of pomegranate to it, and that's what he doing. Slim, this is unheard of. This is in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most substances found in a fight. I'm telling you, put him in the Hall of Fame for being the most juiced up PED shooting dude for one fight. You got 3 substances in one freaking fight, man. Unheard of. Brooklyn Child, what's up, homie? Black Horseman, what's up, man? What's going on? Hey, Slim, by Jarrell Miller taking all of these substances, he has now effectively transferred himself into a damn mutant. He is a mutant. He needs to be on X-Men. He needs to be on Marvel or Capcom, or he reminds me of now one of these dudes. Like if you ever played the video game Resident Evil and you be walking down the hall, there'd be a random cat and he'll just turn around and next thing you know, an arm will come out his neck and an eyeball will pop on his forehead. Well, that is Jarrell Big Baby Miller. That is Jarrell Big Baby Miller. He is Jarrell the Mutant Miller from here on out as far as I'm concerned. What was you trying to do? Dog, do you care about any of these side effects that may be going down by you popping all this shit? You don't know what, bro, your nuts probably the size of M&Ms right now. Like, dog, do you not understand the side effects that go down with this, man? You don't even give a shit. I ain't never in my life seen nothing like this in my life, man. Brooklyn Child Boxing says Jarrell Miller should be banned from boxing. Silver Salomo says he is breaking records. He breaking records, sir. The most PEDs for one damn fight. He was really scared of AJ, son. Doesn't really matter. No, main man. It was tainted meat and tainted biscuits and tainted hot sauce. Hey, I'm telling you, man. I ain't never in my life seen nothing like this. June Sports says, yo, main man, I'm on the way to the Crawford fight now. All day, June Sports. Turn up, man. I remember you told me, hey, have fun, man. Have fun. Have a good time, man. Let me know what you saw ringside, man, when we do the review on this. Let me know what you saw while you were in the building. Yeah, man. But see, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, though, man, I ain't never, yo, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You are disgusting, man. You need to take your ass back to kickboxing. We don't want you in the sport. And now the thing is, ever since this has happened, of course, Jarrell Big Baby Miller now, he's so apologetic. Oh, I messed up. I messed up. What have I done? What have I been thinking? Oh, you messed up. No, you didn't mess up, cousin. You fucked up. There's a difference. You didn't mess up. You fucked up. And I'm going to tell you why I have no remorse for, oh, he want to be on Instagram with the soft eyes and talking in a soft tone. Let me tell you why I have no remorse for this cat. Because his original statement when he first found out about all of this, this is what he put out on social media. From Jarrell Big Baby Miller. I want to thank all my supporters who stood by me since day one, especially during this extremely difficult time. I have not been tuned into social media and any other media outlets to focus and channel all of my energies into working hard with no distractions. I am absolutely devastated. He was devastated upon hearing the news my boxing license has been revoked in New York State, and I will be vigorously appealing this decision. I have never knowingly taken any banned substance. And when I found out the news last night, I was totally shocked. Really, though. Really, though. My team and I stand for integrity. Fuck out of here. Decency and honesty. And together, we will stand to fight this with everything that we have. This was a voluntary test that I was very happy to do. And these results came back just a week after another voluntary test that I had taken, which was completely clean. I refuse to just lie down and let my dreams be taken away from me when I know in my heart that I've done nothing wrong. 15 years of hard work. I'm a warrior. I don't need a banned substance. Remember, don't believe everything you hear and see. The facts will prevail and I shall be vindicated. Well, that was his original statement. Then we hear him come out yesterday and he's just like, oh, I messed up. I messed up. I don't know what I've done. Let me see. Do I even have this audio here, man? Because I know most of y'all have already heard it already. Well, let's see if we can hear how Jarrell Big Baby Miller's tune changed, man. I mean, this.
Straight to the point. I messed up. I made a bad call. A lot of ways to handle the situation. I handle it wrongly, and I'm paying the price for it. I missed out on a big opportunity, and I'm hurting on this side. You know, my heart is bleeding right now. I hurt my family, my friends, my team, my supporters. But I'm going to own up to it. I'm going to deal with it. I'm going to correct it. And I'm going to come back.
All right, fuck out of here. We don't want to hear no more what you got to say, cousin. Now you see what I'm talking about? Oh, now I messed up. I hurt my supporters and my fans. If you would have never gotten caught, you would have still been just like you were saying in that first statement. I done nothing wrong. Why y'all messing with me? I'm a clean fighter. I'm a warrior. I ain't do nothing wrong. I don't know nothing about no GW 1516. Ain't nobody ever told me nothing about no HGH. What the hell? EPO, EPA, EP what? Never heard of it. That would have been what he been talking about. Now all of a sudden I messed up. Please feel sorry for me. Please be lenient on me, New York State Athletic Commission. Be lenient, goddammit. Let me box. Let me box, because if not, I'll be back down at the hot dog stand, flipping hot dogs, mixing it up with GW 1516, trying to make $1. Fuck out of here, cousin. Fuck out of here, Brooklyn child. I want to root for Jarrell Miller, but his actions, the ducking he displayed, and he is a drug cheat. No way I can support Jarrell Miller. He should go to the WWE. Absolutely. I agree. He should go to the WWE, but just get the hell out of boxing. I agree with that, bruh. Every people around here telling me, well, man, everybody mess up. Everybody does something wrong here. And that's true. Everybody deserves a second chance. Everybody deserves a second chance. But this is Jarrell Miller's second chance. Let's not forget he was already banned out of kickboxing one time for popping dirty. This is the second chance. And on the second chance, he doubled down. Better yet, tripled down. So hell no, I'm not gonna sit here. And HGH has to be shot in a lot of instances. You got to put that shit in the needle. Man, get the hell out of here, bro. Ray-Bans in the building. What's up, Holmes? What's up with you, man? On my way to the fight all day, Ray-Bans. Hey, turn up, bro. Have a good time in there, man. Have a good time. Let me know what you saw ringside. From, we'll give our analysis from what we see on TV. But please, man, come on through, holler at the homie, and let me know what you seen ringside, Holmes. Doesn't really matter. What's up with you? They will not take him back. Oh, we ain't. Hey, can somebody get this dude up out of here, man? This spamming bullshit. Hey, does it really matter? Says that they will not take him back in kickboxing. Oh no, they won't take him back in kickboxing, but they want to leave him over here. He accused AJ of juicing, thinking he was privileged. Yeah, that's exactly what he thought. He thought he was somebody. Oh, I mean, it's to a point now where if you so baffled about this situation, you gotta wonder to yourself, did he do this shit on purpose? Did he want to get caught? I find myself having a hard time to believe it because he got $6.5 million on the table. So it's like, yo, this is your biggest payday. So I'm sure you don't just want to get caught on purpose. But when you pop in 2-3 substances at one time, putting them shits in rotation, taking 2 on Monday, 3 on Thursday, they did what I'm supposed to believe here. What the hell am I supposed to believe? LeBron James in the building. What's up, homie? Yo, main man, what's good? Section to sit in for the hurt. What's good? What's a good section to sit in for the Herd fight? Hey, I'm on the floor, bro. I'm on the floor. Hey, anything on the floor, I would think. If not, man, them first 2 rows when the seat starts to go up, man, those are the best seats in the house to me. It's gonna be in Eagle Bank. You know what I'm saying? Law Survivor, what's going on? Miller gonna start boxing in Russia with Povetkin now. Drug tests, they don't mean anything there. That's what he better do. He need to either do that or join up for the Kumite. He would be great to be in the Kumite. You know what I'm saying? Jarrell the Mutant Miller or WWE. WWE is right up his alley. I can see him in there with WWE. It's going to be WrestleMania 35 featuring Jarrell the Mutant Miller versus John Cena, and that thing going to be off the chain. You know what I'm saying? Hey, real shit, man. But get this dude out of my sport. I ain't having no remorse for him. People coming at me, well, man, did you feel like this when Canelo popped and when Povetkin popped? Like I'm trying to just deliberately mess with Jarrell Miller. Nah, son. Them dudes ain't do what this dude has done. Oh, when Ortiz popped? Nah, brother. Nah, I gave them hell when they all popped. Everybody should know. The videos don't lie. Check my archives. They don't lie. It's in there. I gave them hell. I didn't give them this much hell because this is the dude's second chance, man. This is his second chance. What the hell was you scared of, bruh? Even if you would have came in there at 300 plus pounds, can't barely punch, can't barely do whatever, you still would have got paid. Was you scared? Was you scared? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, why would you do that? Why would you, dog, you got VADA on your ass. Why would you do this? I don't get it, man. Oh, shit. What's up, Holmes? What's going on? Bang for Buck PC says he needs to take that NFL contract. Roided up linebacker to the gills. Hashtag to the gills. Hashtag to the gills. You mutant. You Splinter. You Leonardo. You Raphael. You Donatello. That's what you are. You are a mutant. No, you shouldn't be trusted around kids right now. Dog, I'm sorry, man. Or pets or anything. He probably waking up in the middle of the night, kicking the dog, smacking the cat, spitting in the fish tank. He just pissed off at everything because he got all of them shits rolling through his veins. Man, this is unheard of, bro. This is unheard of. LeBron James says, I will eat grass for 8 weeks for a $6 million payday. Man, Slim, it's not. I wouldn't even take a Tylenol for a $6 million payday. I wouldn't even take an aspirin. But like, shit, man, I don't even know. That might pop up on that test, cousin. No, I don't even want the aspirin. Keep the aspirin. Man, I got a headache, man. It's all good. We just gonna sweat it out. We gonna sweat it out. June 1st will be here before you know it. I'll rough it off. It is what it is. I wouldn't so much as take a freaking aspirin. I'll just be up in that thing, eating chicken and ham, working out. You know what I'm saying? Putting all the protein in my body through food. I wouldn't be popping no HGH. I wouldn't be doing no EPO or GW1516. This dude doing heavy shit too, cuz. This ain't like light stuff. It's heavy stuff, man. Unreal, man. Unreal. Edward Stevens says Miller should apologize to AJ and to AJ's mother. Miller's mother deserves a major apology for embarrassing her and letting her down. His whole family, they gotta be sitting back like, for real. They probably forgave him after the first go round. Like, okay, you know, everybody, it makes mistakes. You know, it happens. Go forward and sin no more. But now everybody has to look at him like, what the hell are you thinking? You could have set us up proper for the rest. All the youngsters in your family would have been good. College for everybody. Not to mention his next fight would have been just as profitable. This dude has made 500. I mean, I'm thinking of Luis Ortiz. I'm sorry. How much money anybody know Jarrell Miller's biggest payday? Anybody know Jarrell Miller's biggest payday? I know it ain't nowhere near this. Nowhere near. Shit is unreal, cuz. I can't believe it, man. I can't believe it, man. And I know y'all got to be shocked about this too. Like, okay, even if you were one of those fight fans that was trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, that was trying to sit back and say, you know what? Fuck it. You know, Canelo had the clenbuterol and, yo, we got to be fair. We got to be fair. We got to be fair. If you were one of them cats, you got to say now after the third substance, well, shit. What can I say? You know what I mean? Edward Stevens says, I would barely be drinking water. Hey, I wouldn't be doing nothing, Holmes. I wouldn't be doing anything, man. I'm saying it just doesn't add up, and it makes absolutely no sense to me, you know, whatsoever. Law Survivor says Miller about to sue McDonald's and say steroids came from the McDonald beef all day. He gonna say, that's what I told y'all before, man. He gonna be like, oh, you know what? I made a midnight run to the 7-Eleven and got one of them burritos that be in the freezer, and those expiration date was 2 months after the date, and I didn't even know it. So the beef must have transformed into some GW 1516, and it ain't my fault. Get the hell out of here. The thing I'm trying to say, though, man, is I like how his tune has changed today. It's a good thing now he's finally humbled. It took him getting caught 2-3 times to become humbled, because at first he was vigorously fighting this thing. Even Eddie Hearn is out on interviews, and he's like, yo, man, Jarrell Big Baby Miller, text me. You text IFL, you text everybody, and saying that I am innocent. I am a clean fighter, and I will fight this. And Eddie was probably like, yo, okay, all right, well, there we go. There we go. Then the third one comes out, and it's like, okay, what you expect for us to believe, bro? What you expect to believe? Edward Stevens says that his biggest purse was, he thinks, is $500,000. Damn, 500,000, homie. Do you know what we had, like a 500 times more than your biggest pay? Like, dog, this is crazy. This is crazy. Shout out to the homie Black Fight Fan TV. What's up, fam? Shout out to the Trill. That man tried to kill Joshua, bro. Slim, he tried to beat that man down to the molecules. This man has literally turned himself into a mutant, Mo. A mutant. He's a freaking mutant. Can't be trusted. Disgusted and can't be trusted. Damn. This is bro. We are all in shock. That's why I say, even if you were one of them cats on the fringe, like, man, I got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They all dirty. You know that. You know how everybody like to use that statement. They all dirty. What are you talking about? You can't pick him out. They're all dirty. I ain't believing that they all dirty shit. I believe that the ones get caught are dirty. Now, of course, there may be some slip through the cracks, but that they all dirty shit is just a defense for people like this. Fuck out of here, man. That dude was going in that joint to put a hurting on AJ. AJ was probably sitting, AJ might have got his life saved, bro. That man was going to go in that joint throwing 600 punches around. You know what I'm saying? He was going to go in that joint with a motor in his back, and people going to be sitting back like, yo, how the hell is he throwing 750 punches around? I ain't never in my life seen no fighter do that. That would have been Jarrell the Mutant Miller. He would have been throwing all of them punches, and we would have been sitting back in the maze like, damn, yo, this dude, man, he be working out, man. He be putting that work in, son. He works out in the gym, not knowing that it's the GW 1516, it's the HGH, it's the OPO, EPO, the APO. It probably got 20 more substances. Who knows what he got? At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if any more substances come out for this dude. I just wouldn't be surprised. I can't be surprised. I'm numb to the surprise now. I'm numb to it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like literally in a position where if they come out tomorrow and say, whoa, well, we found the fourth substance in Jarrell Miller's, or in the fifth substance, I'm numb to it now. It's like nothing surprises me with him no more. I'm beyond that shock stage now. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Coach C, the sports guru, says jacked up on a nice cycle. His gear must have been trash. Trash. You know, hey, Coach C, that's what I was saying. Like, when you were the size of Big Baby Miller, flushing shit out your system becomes harder, man. That dude got all that fatty tissue, all that tissue. Dog, getting that shit up out your fatty cells and getting it out of your blood and all of this stuff. Dog, that's got to be tough. The one thing, though, I will say I was a little baffled on when I first read the early reports. They were saying that, okay, the blood test didn't catch the EPO, but the urine test caught it. Usually the blood test catch everything, you know? So that was a little shocking on the low. But at the end of the day, flushing out ain't going to be easy for a Jarrell Big Baby Miller. At all, you know? At all. Bankful Buck says his piss must glow in the dark. Hey, that man got that neon piss right now, bruh. He got that straight up neon piss. No bullshit. Hey, god damn, he probably could piss in the woods, man. The whole woods would catch fire. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James says J-Rock on them snacks too. Herb better watch out. Hashtag snacks to the gills. Yeah, real talk. I be seeing J-Rock on them little snack commercials that's on everybody vids now. Like, we watching you, J-Rock, but we definitely watching you, cousin. Silver Salamo says the first fail, he tried to deny it, but by the third test, he had no choice but to admit it. Exactly. But he only became that way because he got caught. All the evidence is out now. His initial reaction was, y'all got me twisted. Y'all got me messed up. That ain't me. That's not Jarrell Big Baby, man. I don't know what that's about. That was like his initial reaction. But then after the third substance came out, it was like, you know what? I can't fight. I'll start to look stupid. Keep talking about I don't know what they talking about. So I'm out would do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Black Fight Fan TV says that boy wasn't just dirty. He was filthy. Slim, he was sweating PEDs. You know what I'm saying? His sweat probably glue up in the dock. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you know, if he go in the gym, people probably looking at him like, hey, Jarrell, why you sweating like light green sweat, bro? Like, what is that? What is you doing, man? Your sweat is green. Why is your sweat green? What the hell you been eating? What the hell you been drinking? I'm telling you, man, this is not normal, bro. This is not normal. There can't be that much desperation to win a fight in the world when you've damn near already won in your life by making this amount of money. There can't be that much desperation in the world. What was it? Damn, he was determined to knock AJ into the middle of next week, dog. For real. He wasn't going to be no super soldier, Coach C. Marcus Davis says everybody in Brooklyn pissed at Big Baby Miller. He messed up at the opportunity of a lifetime. No coming back from that. He got to leave with that. He got to live with that decision. Yeah, and that's going to haunt him for the rest of his days. It's going to haunt him, bro. It's going to haunt him, man. It really is, man. It's going to haunt him. Dog, imagine having to sit down and just swallow the fact that, damn, I just messed up the biggest financial opportunity of my life. There were other fighters that we were calling to see fight AJ, such as Wilder, such as Tyson Fury, such as, you know, everybody else. But you got the shot. You got the lottery ticket. Ortiz couldn't even originally get the lottery ticket. You got the lottery ticket. You big cheeseburger eating bum. You got the lottery ticket and you messed that money up. Slim, man, ain't no way in hell, cousin. Ain't no way in hell. Silver Salem on the super chat. Much love, fam. Miller was trying to kill AJ. Hashtag Mutant Miller. Mutant Miller. That's exactly what he is. The man is an X-Man character. The man is an X-Man character, and I have no remorse for him. I don't want to see him in my sport. I was telling the homie, shout out to the homie Black Horseman. I was telling the homie, yo, that dude deserves a year per PED. Not just a year per PED. Kick his ass out. Give his ass the big boot. Give his ass the Shaq foot. Kick his ass out. Shit is disgusting, man. Miller was still going down. Yeah, man. He wasn't going to change, man. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Ducking and hiding says, as if he was not big enough. What was he trying to do, bro? What was he trying to accomplish? The only thing that I could think of he was trying to accomplish was the fact that looking at this last one, EPO, how it delivers oxygen to the blood and it doubles up the blood cells and Like, what kind of shit is this, dog? It's doubling up your blood cells. Like, it's creating blood out of thin air. What the hell is this thing doing? It doubles up your blood cells and it makes more oxygen come through the body. He was trying to produce more. He was trying to have a high punch rate, without a doubt. This is the same stuff that Lance Armstrong got caught up with, the Tour de France with. This is the same stuff that he got caught up with, man. What makes you think your big ass ain't gonna get caught for it? I don't get it, man. I just don't get it, bro. I'm just lost for words. Last of a Dying Breed says Miller was trying to get that show enough glow from the last drag. Hey, yo, he was gonna be in the ring swirling his gloves, and it was gonna be like going in slow motion. You remember how in the movie it was? It would have been Big Baby Miller's punches would have been having that glow behind him, man. Just like pew, you know what I'm saying? Yo, what the? Hey, yo, man, hit the like button for me while y'all come through, whether you're fam or just sliding through to see what I'm talking about. Hit the like button for me, man. He said he got the glow. Hey, that was a good one right there. That showed up. Hey, that's my ringtone, bro. Am I the meanest? Am I the prettiest? Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? Well, who am I? Show enough. Who am I? Big baby. I can't hear you. You know what I mean? That was what he was going for, Mo. That's real shit, man. Real shit. Doesn't really matter, says that main man. Those were reported. They say there are more unreported. Hey, bro. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I truly would not be surprised. You might be right. I can imagine how many. If he got more up in there, only thing I would like to know what's the final total. What he had, like 17 different substances in the system. Yo, this dude is going to be suffering side effects from this shit for a long time. And ain't no telling how many fights he's been doing this, man. He is going to suffer some tough side effects, bro. He going to grow an eyeball on his neck. I'm telling you, man, it's sad, man. Like, dog, you ain't even thinking about your own health. All because you're trying to please the world. Please the world. A lot of fighters are getting caught up in this thing where I'm going to please the world. I want to look good on the scales. I want to please the world. I want to go in there and knock this dude out and please the world instead of just sharpening your skills, iron sharpens iron, getting up in that gym, working on an effective game plan, getting your ass into shape and making it and getting it did. Everybody wants to please the world. Everybody wants to be a star. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. LeBron James says, real talk. I wonder how AJ is doing psychologically. I know he got to be sitting back a little twisted behind us like, damn. I guess he was really upset about me talking about his mama. Damn, he must. Yo, that probably what it was. When they was talking about each other's mother, that was probably what it is. Jarrell probably went back to the lab like, screw all this, dog. This dude talking about my mama, man. Hey, at the end of the day, hey, come on, man. Give me that good. Give me that good. Smacking his veins and shit. Give me that good, bro. He talking about my mama. That had to be it, bro. Letting $6.5 million go down the drain. Man, this is unbelievable, bro. Big drug baby Miller. Gregory Mims. You ain't right. You ain't right. Silver Salomo says Miller is nuts. He was on some bulls. Yeah, without a doubt. Boxing fan says Eddie Arcadian supplied Miller with the goods. Hey, no question. Eddie Arcadian gave the best goods in the world to Miller. And see, the crazy part is that Victor Conti ain't like nowhere near this. With the snacks, he ain't nowhere near this. This is all the mutants doing. This is all Jarrell the Mutant Miller's doing. This is all his doing. This is something that he sat in the house and figured out that he was going to do, all because AJ was talking about his mama. That was all it was about. Man, I want to know, though, man, if they do the unreported, if they saying there's more substance that's been unreported, I'm not surprised, but I would love to know what those substances are. I would love to know what those substances are. Coach C, the sports guru, says the stuff they reporting he took are all about stamina and losing weight. I still think AJ KOs him. Big Baby knew he was in over his head. He was in over his head, bro. That's why when everybody was asking me about that fight, I said stylistically, man, AJ is going to beat the brakes off this cat. This dude got to get up on you to cause damage. That is not going to happen. AJ's reach is too good. His jab is too good. He is going to be crushing Jarrell Big Baby Miller trying to get to the inside. Jarrell like to chip you away with all them punches. What they saying he throwing 70, 80 punches around or some shit. 90 punches around. Like, that's his style. The one thing about AJ, he not going to let you get up on him like that to just chip him away that way. It's going to be right hand. It's going to be jab, right hand central. And I was telling people from day one, like, Slim, this dude, stylistically, it's not a good fight for Jarrell Miller. Jarrell, it's not a good fight. He's gonna be knocked out by the 5th. I had him being stopped by the 5th. You know what I mean? It was the snack bullshit. Nah, it wasn't the snacks, homie. It wasn't the snacks. Michael Stack, what's up with you? Miller was set up. Get the hell out of here, Holmes. Get the hell out of here, Michael Stack. Miller was set up. Man, you can't set that up, son. So when someone slipped the shit to him in his sleep, what they do, huh? What they put it in, they sprinkled it in his salad. Get the hell out of here. He was set up. Come on, man. You defend this dude to the end of the earth. Miller was set up. I ain't believing that shit by far. If Miller was set up, man, he need to be doing a serious investigation. He was asleep. Somebody snuck in his room in the middle of the night with a needle and hit him in his foot and poked him in his foot and gave him HGH. It's a scandal. It's a scandal. It's a conspiracy. It's Jarrell Miller ain't never done nothing to nobody. Fuck out of here. Jay Philly says he had that tainted Canelo beef in those cheeseburgers all day. Go to Five Guys, homie. Go to Five Guys and get the good burgers. You know what I mean? Salute, Amir Shahu. Salute to you, fam. Michael Stiles says, nah, Miller thought he was going to get a pass and got put on blast. So he didn't think that test was coming. He knew Vada was involved with this situation, man. He knew Vada was involved with it. Maybe, I don't know what, maybe he thought he was taking the normal test that he'd been taking. He slipped through the cracks. He knew Vada was involved with this shit, dog. And not to mention Jarrell Big Baby Miller, if I'm not mistaken, he is in the top 5 of the WBA, where they are involved in the fair boxing program. They incorporates Vada. He knew Vada would be in this fight, bro. He knew it. He is a freaking mutant, and anyone, you can't make no excuses about this, man. There's no excuses that can be made. The sad thing about all of this, real talk, is that here we are on fight day. A huge fight tonight. Some good fights tonight. And I got to lead this episode off about Jarrell the Mutant Miller. It has dominated the coverage over Crawford and Khan, at least amongst the social media, not amongst the corporate lunch boxes. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. LeBron James says, what if Miller shorty snuck into the room on that late night and juiced him? So what you think, she put that thing up in her, you know what I'm saying, up in the cooch or something, like what she got on him? She had her cooch mixed with HGH or something, like how that could have went down? Oh, after they got it in real quick and he passed out. You know what I'm saying? She was like, baby, let me go make you a sandwich. He probably like, yeah, I want a sandwich. Give me a couple cheeseburgers. Go make me some cheeseburgers, sweetie. She go on that thing, shoot some HGH in this cheeseburger, put a little GW 15, 16 up in there, bring it back. Oh, damn, this good. This sandwich good. What you got up in here, sweetie? Oh, my secret ingredients. Ain't nothing but a little HGH, a little bit of, what was the fucking name of that other stuff? I forgot the last one, man. Like, I don't know, EPO, a little EPO. This dude, man, this dude's laughable, man. Laughable. America is better coordinated. I admit, U.S. still gives a chance. Yeah, man. And you know, I've heard to talk about this GW 15, 16 actually helping cancer grow. There's cancer in your body, which may be lying dormant, and you might get it down the line. This shit feeds it, wakes it up a little earlier. It's been tested in mice, and they all catching cancer. And you willing to take this just to beat AJ? Stupid, bruh. You stupid, man. Then, man, you stupid, bruh. Stupid. Respect each other and love each other. Yeah, we respect each other and love each other. Amir Shahu says he thought only the WBC was tested all the time. Nah, bro, that spreads across. That's why I say I know that they you know, one thing I got to give Hearn, because Hearn been catching him. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? Hearn caught Billy Joe Saunders, same way. Billy Joe Saunders was fighting under the UCAD and USADA guidelines. And then when they instituted VADA, the extensive testing of VADA, that's when Billy Joe Saunders' ass got caught. This out of competition, in competition thing, it's confusing to a lot of fighters. So, you know, maybe that could be made a major play into it. When you're dealing with VADA, it's off limits all the time. Not, you know, in competition and out of competition. No. It's banned all the time, Holmes. Yo, Last of a Dime Breeze says, don't want to change the subject, but what's up with Tim Bradley saying he coming out of retirement to fight Spence? Man, look, man, Timothy Bradley lying through his bald head, bro. He ain't. It's no freaking way in hell that he coming out of retirement to face no Earl Spence. None whatsoever. He clout chasing. They use it. That whole ESPN crew. That whole ESPN crew been saying Errol Spence's name night and day. You know what I'm saying? Night and day. And it's like it's trickled down to the Timothy Bradleys. Everybody over there, Errol Spence, Max Kellerman put Errol Spence in his top 5 pound for pound. They are saying they're ginning up a fight. If Tim Bradley wanted to face Errol Spence, we all know that dude had the opportunity, without a doubt. When Errol Spence was placed in the WBC, they ordered a fight between Errol Spence Jr. and Timothy Bradley. That was the first fight that was ordered that was going to reshape the rankings of the WBC. One of the reasons that Errol Spence Jr. pulled himself out of the WBC, aside from the fact is to go after that IBF title, was that he knew he was going to keep meeting politics after politics after politics. Those cats didn't want to fight him in the WBC. Timothy Bradley was very first on the list. He was the first one that they ordered him to fight, and they got out of Dodge. And he got out of Dodge. Oh, I remember the interview. Remember they went to him like, oh, Timothy Bradley, you've been ordered to face Errol Spence. He was like, oh, for real? Oh, yeah. The video is still on YouTube. He was like, oh, yeah, for real? Oh, okay. That's what they said. Oh, okay. He knew all along his ass was retiring. So he ain't gonna fight no Errol Spence. All of a sudden now he done got out and retired a couple years. You know what I'm saying? Timothy Bradley marks to the beat of his wife. Like, no, I don't usually bring fighters' wives and family into boxing conversations, but she runs his career. She tells him what to do and how to move. We've been knowing this for a long time. She's like his manager or something like that. Like, she does everything for him. And if she tells him he can't fight, his ass ain't fighting. And it ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? Charlie 123866 says Hearn is slipping drugs into Miller and Saunders drinks. Go ahead. Hearn probably is sabotaging everybody, man. Like, you're not gonna fight my fighter. He got somebody sneaking into them hotel rooms. He like, look, I got your hotel key. Stay in that room right there. Right there. That one right there. Yeah. Room 15. That's your room. Whole time he got all kinds of shit set up in that joint. You wrong, homie. Pito Fresco Bar. What's going on, man? Salute to you, Pito. What's up, fam? What's going on? Boxing fans, Bradley is whip, like Cool Whip. You hear me? Always have been. You know what I'm saying? Always have been. You know, she conducts all of his business affairs. She conducts them all. It's like Tim. Yo, bro, you gonna do the commentating for this job? Well, I'm gonna have to get back with you. I might do it. I might not. I'm gonna have to get back with you. I gotta check with her first, and maybe I'll comment on that fight. You know what I mean? Michael started the super chat. Thank you, family. Much love to you. You always kept it 100. Here's a little Easter egg for you. God bless you and your family, and enjoy the fight. Shout out to the boxing community. Thank you, Michael Stott. Shout out to you, and happy Easter to you as well, bro. Happy Easter to you as well, man. Yeah, much love, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Hey, yo, let's see what the rest of y'all talking about, man. Somebody said LeBron James says Eddie Hearn is a knock. Shh. Hey, setting up fighters, huh? It might be more fighters that's going to get caught cheating. I know people waiting for Spence to get busted for cheating, and they be accusing Spence on roids for a while now. But Spence has passed every test, and this is why you don't hear me saying it. You know what I'm saying? I remember that narrative, how it was being played very heavy on YouTube, and you still got a lot of suspicious people out there. You know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is, Spence has been through VADA testing now, and from what I can recall, in 2 fights, the one against Kell Brook and the one against Mikey Garcia, and he's not popped on either one. Sure, he's not enrolled in the clean boxing program. He's not obligated to do it. Morally, it would be the right thing to do, but it ain't an obligation. You know what I'm saying? I told you, I always shout out to my homie Monty Brown TV. And he was always telling me, he was like, man, because I used to wonder the same thing. And he was like, man, you know, the reason that doesn't go down like that is because a lot of these fighters don't want to have their whereabouts known or pull themselves off vacation or stuff like that, such as like we had with Charlo. You know, they claimed that they was off doing some work and they didn't let VADA know where they were at. VADA popped up at their house. They wasn't home. And it's like, oh, now I got a bad reputation. So some people believe that the reason that Errol Spence Jr. has not done that is for the simple fact that, some fighters don't want to just have their whereabouts known at all times. You know what I'm saying? And it's understandable. It's understandable. You're not obligated to, but I'm still not going to go down the road of accusing fighters when they haven't been caught. That's just something I'm not going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not. Timmy got titties. Yeah, Timmy. Timmy better go ahead and sign a permission slip before he think about fighting the Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? Jaguar Paul says Miller is a joke. He went the distance on his last fight and he couldn't get a Wilder type KO all juiced up. Weak, 2 week, like 14 days. Weak, homie. You ain't never lied. Hey, weak. You ain't never lied, bruh. Every time I think of that mutant, man, he's a freaking mutant. He's a fucking mutant. You know what I'm saying? Hell out of my sport. Edward Stevens says fresh on the menu. Cheeseburgers with everything. A slice of EPO, a dash of GW 1516, and not to mention a glass of HGH just to wash it down. Damn. And hey, look, man, I'm telling you, don't be shocked if there is more, like people are saying here. There could be more. What was he trying to prove? Black Fight Fan said earlier, man, he was trying to destroy AJ, bruh. I even heard Eddie Hearn saying, just like he was on the verge of tears, like, what if he would have hurt AJ? Oh my God. Yeah, ain't see Eddie Hearn in the video. He was just like, yo, what? He could have hurt AJ. Oh my, and we would have all been, you know, and I make light of it now, but that's some real talk. That's some real talk. And though, like I said before, you can have your differences with that dude, your political differences with Hearn or with Joshua or whatever, but nobody in this that comes on this platform on YouTube or any other thing, we don't want to see no fighters get hurt. And if you do, you in the wrong sport, homie. This is a sport. This ain't the fucking Kumite. Put Jarrell Big Baby, the Mutant Miller, into the Kumite next to Frank Dukes. You know what I'm saying? And the sumo wrestler and the little monkey dude that was jumping around, you know what I'm saying? Like jumping on people's backs. Like put him in that shit. But he don't deserve no place in boxing. Real talk. Miller probably been juiced up all along. He only got caught because this is the first time he has been signed up to VADA testing. Real shit. But so, you know, that's why I asked the question earlier. He's in the top 5 of the WBA and they part of the fair boxing program. Why is this the first time that VADA is testing him? If he's part of, because I know the top 5 of that sanctioning body has to be enrolled in the fair boxing program. We need to look more into that. Like, is this program a sham or what the hell is going on? If he is in the top 5 of the WBA, because I remember him talking about fighting the Frizzo Quindo, Charwin, and all that stuff. Like, if that was going to be the case, he should have been enrolled in the WBA fair boxing program. More needs to be looked into that and like see what's going on with this program, bro. Real shit. I see. Krista Leo says the joke is what after all of those drugs in Miller's system is he still lost and he still lost against AJ. Yeah, that would have been something crazy if they would have found this out after the fight and he still got knocked out in say the 4th round. God damn. But I'm sorry, but it's no way you could be hopped up on that type all that shit. You probably wouldn't even felt the punches. He would have had them punches would have been numb to him, bro. He would have gone in that joint numb. We'd have seen Jarrell Big Baby Miller walk up in that joint, not speaking to nobody, not smiling, have his shades on, just walking around that joint, pacing around the ring, not saying nothing to nobody. People gonna be looking at him like, what's wrong with him? Why somebody piss him off or something? Like, what? He should be happy. He making $6.5 million. What's wrong with him? Why he walking around? Why he shaking the ropes like he the Ultimate Warrior and shit? Like, what the hell is wrong with him? What y'all do to him? Did this girl piss him off before he came into the ring or something? That's how he would have been. He would have walked into that joint looking like a straight Mike Tyson, like mad at everybody, just mad at the fans. All them, all that shit in his system, man. Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here, son. Fuck out of here, man. Michael Stott says, excellent question, man. Yeah, you know, and that's what we got to figure out that, and I will be looking into that myself about this WBA fair boxing program. And if this is his first time being tested by VADA, why is it such? Charlie says AJ pays for VADA. Yeah, I do know that. AJ Hearn pays for VADA, and shout out to them for doing such. They do it when they don't have to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I also would believe that AJ, who is the WBA super champion, I will also want to believe that he's also enrolled in the fair boxing program. Man, this thing need to be looked into, man, because clearly, you know, the WBC clean boxer program gets all the credit. And they always catching people left and right. I never hear nobody getting caught in the WBA fair boxing program. Fuck is going on? What's up with that? You know what I mean? Boxing media, y'all hear me out there. Investigate. Why isn't nobody getting caught in the WBA fair boxing program? Why does it take for people to pay extra? Now, I do know that there are 2 VADA tests now. There's the regular one, and there's the one that goes a little deeper. That's the same one that Gennady Golovkin had to put on Canelo. They pay extra money for that. It's not the normal VADA test. It's a test that actually goes much deeper than the original VADA test. So what's up with that? You know, what's up with that? What's up with that? Because it's 30 grand each time to be signed up. Because it's 30 grand each time to be signed up. What you saying, Jay Fernando? Out of the fair boxing program, 30 grand. That's not it though. The WBA said that it's a requirement. The same way with the WBC from their top 15. They are required to be enrolled in these programs. It's that no cost to the boxers. So I don't know what's up with this, man. We want to look. I'm gonna take a look into this, man, and see what's up, man. Real talk. Real talk. Y'all going all the way in, man. White got a big fight announced at 9. I'm down to hear, Charlie. I'm down to hear who we gonna be facing. It's the only way that I will understand the reason why we haven't heard from Luis Ortiz. If that's the case, if it's Luis Ortiz, then I would say, okay, this is the reason why we ain't heard from Luis Ortiz. But I don't know who that big name could be. I mean, I'm dying to know the news. I'll be tuning in without a doubt. Jay Fernando says AJ is tested also by UCAD, which means in the UK you get tested auto all year round if you are a British athlete. Yeah, I know about that. You get tested by UCAD, but I also know that he's supposed to be signed up for the fair boxing program, and that involves VADA. See, UCAD doesn't use VADA, and I know they go by USADA's guidelines and things like that. So it's a bit of a different test. We all know with the UCAD thing, the same way with Billy Joe Saunders, in competition, out of competition, the whole thing. Some substances can be used up to a certain point in time. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean. But I'm told that in the WBA fair boxing program that they are supposed to be tested by VADA, at least the top 5, including the champions. That's law. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, dog, somebody got to explain this to me, man. Somebody got to really show me something, man, for real. Because I'm starting to look a little funny at these programs. Like, what's up with this picking and choosing shit? You know what I mean? Boxing fans, it's probably because people are getting smarter at clearing the substances out of their system with normal testing. That's why they are. Dog, these, you know, hey, the more substances that come up, the more test cheat is gonna come up. Like, there's always somebody that can beat a test. You know what I mean? There's always somebody that can beat the test. That's why people wonder why Victor Conti works so close with VADA, because this dude can invent and beat these tests. So I would think that if VADA want to be cool with anybody, it's like, show us how you would beat this test. Victor, come on over here. Margaret Goodman, who's like one of the heads of VADA, she'll probably call up Victor Conti, say, look, okay, we got this test that we implement. If you had a fighter and you wanted him to beat this test, show us how you would do it. There was a movie out. I told people that Sylvester Stallone was in, him and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Remember, and they were supposed to be putting these different, Sylvester Stallone was supposed to be put in these different jails, and he was supposed to show them how to break out of these jails if he could. You know what I mean? That was his job. They would just implant him in the jail, in the prison, and his job was to break out, to show people how he will break out if to see if this thing is effective. Hit the like button for me though, fam. Hit the like button for me. Yes, I can get behind that. Yeah, man. White versus Wilder. Y'all think it's gonna be Wilder? Nah, I don't think it's gonna be Wilder. It's too soon. Ain't gonna be Wilder, man. I mean, Wilder got his hands full with. I ain't gonna say hands full. He gonna knock Dominique Brazil into the middle of the next week, but he has a mandatory fight, and I don't see nobody scheduling a fight when you have an upcoming fight. Don't make sense. You know what I mean? Don't make sense. Don't make sense. Pulav Chess Hair Agreement says White is rematching Kugan Cassius. I don't know who White gonna fight, man. He can fight Luis. You know, man, I do find it funny that Luis Ortiz has not been like really making a bunch of noise on social media and stuff like that. I ain't seen nothing from him. You know what I mean? Maybe y'all have and something I'm missing, but I ain't seen nothing from him. And I ain't seen nothing. I didn't see him like grasping at this opportunity that he was offered with this fight. I've already put my position well on record. I put it in the video format. I believe that Luis Ortiz should take the opportunity. There's some talks around that Luis Ortiz may be asking for $10 million. I've seen that. And nah, I'm not with that. I mean, I think take the offer as is, bro. You know, 6.5 million when your highest payday is 500,000. I know people may say, well, man, it's short notice though. It's short notice, dog. He's being compensated for his short notice. 6.5. You're getting $6 million more for your short notice than you've ever made. 6 million. That's a lot of fucking money and an opportunity to fight 3 for 3 belts. Yeah, short notice. Yeah, you might lose. And I've already well on record, but yo, you got that little girl, you got your family, you know what I'm saying? Bruh, Luis Ortiz aside from the Dillian White fight, maybe there isn't a major opportunity on the horizon for Luis Ortiz. Word on the curb is that he's maybe promised a rematch with Deontay Wilder. I'm trying to figure out how they're going to slide into the schedule, because the mandatory is here. And then, you got Dillian White trying to keep his position in the WBC. So he wants next. Dillian White will, kick up so much dust if they give Deontay Wilder another fight in the WBC, or who's a non-champion aside from him. That's 2 fights right there. You know what I mean? Then we're going to be calling for him to face AJ or Tyson Fury. So where would Luis Ortiz slide into the mix at? And I'm looking at this situation like, okay, yeah, I get it. This is a last minute thing. I'm totally understand it. I do. But I look at that with Luis Ortiz needs to go get his worth, man. He needs to get what's been coming to him. He needs to get this bag of money. He needs to go after this recognition. I believe so. I believe so. I believe so. White next opponent is Oscar Rivas. That'll be a good fight, bro. Silver Salamo says White next opponent is going to be Oscar Rivas. That is a good fight. I was actually calling for Oscar Rivas to step in on this short notice thing. That'll be a good fight. I'd like to see that one, bro. That'll be a good fight. We got to wait and see. And see, Dillian doing business with everybody, man. I respect that about Dillian. He doing business with everybody. The fact is, he just won't face Luis Ortiz. That's the only thing that make me look at White sideways. But other than that, man, White is once he found out the terms of his contract. Oh, I'm not a DAZN. I'm not locked into DAZN. Oh, I'm talking to everybody. What's up with you? Showtime. What's going on? ESPN. You got something for me? Al, let's talk. Let's sit down and talk. Bob, what's up with you? Let's talk. I respect that about a fighter that takes control of his career. I respect that, bruh. That don't lock himself into nothing. I got nothing but respect for that. And that takes me to tonight's fight with Amir Khan and Terence Crawford. See, that's the thing, bruh. It's going to be a good fight tonight, by the way, too. I think it's going to be a good fight for as long as it lasts. I'm going to just tell y'all that. That's what takes me to tonight's fight. Amir Khan is the same fighter, same kind of fighter. You ain't going to tell me nothing. I got an audience. I've built up my market. The people love me. So guess what? Y'all now work for me. Y'all work for me. Y'all do what I tell y'all to do. When you get to that point in your career, they work for you. Amir Khan realized that early on, man. Respect to him, but he gonna get his ass punished tonight, bro. He gonna get punished. White versus Povetkin. So Jay Fernando believes it's gonna be White versus Alexander Povetkin. Is that really a pleasing fight? I mean, I can see Eddie because Eddie loves to do business with Povetkin's people. Is that really pleasing? Is that enough to? I don't know, man. I don't know if that's. I like the Oscar Rivas fight better. I don't know if I like White versus Povetkin. I mean, Povetkin is coming off. He hasn't had a top win in a minute now. I mean, I don't know if I like that fight, bro. I truly don't. And I think Dillian White will beat him. Charlie says AJ asks for Ortiz, but what about White? AJ asks for Ortiz, but what about White? Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, and shout out to all the media that reported it. That was the first thing that came out was that according to Eddie Hearn, and we don't know how true Eddie be. You know how Eddie get down. He's saying that the first name that came out was against from Anthony Joshua that he wanted Luis Ortiz. He know that it'd be a big fight. It'd be a humongous fight. It will be pleasing to the zone. They would love to do that because they're trying to captivate the American audience. It'd be all good for them. You know what I mean? So I don't know. But Ortiz, but Dillian White for some reason act like King Kong is the straight up boogeyman. He's scared as hell of King Kong, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That man scared as hell of Luis King Kong Ortiz. The opportunity has been presented itself too many times. And that's one last point about King Kong Ortiz I want to reiterate. Where people come to me and tell me, well, man, this is short notice for King Kong. Well, was not King Kong willing to pull himself off of Deontay Wilder versus Tyson Fury's undercard with less than 2.5 weeks and go over to the UK and face Dillian White in place of Derek Chisora? So for anybody who want to come to me and say, well, man, that is too short of a notice for Luis King Kong Ortiz, then why did he feel that same way when he was going to face Dillian White with 2.5 weeks short notice? I'm just asking the question. You know what I mean? But tonight's fights, who y'all got, man? Who you got? I'm rocking with all day. I'm rocking with Terence Crawford. I think Terence Crawford defeats Amir Khan. I think he stops Amir Khan. That's how I feel. I think Bud stops Amir Khan. I think Khan gives a valiant effort. I think he gets stopped, and then he gets up off that canvas, and in the post-fight interview, he calls out Kell Brook. That's what I think. He calls out Kell Brook. Well, I want that fight. I'll take that fight. I'm right here, Khan. I'm right here. I'm going down to 147. I'll take that fight. Now, it would be nice. It would. I wouldn't be objective to Terrence Crawford if he beats Khan and knocks him out fighting Kell Brook. I wouldn't be objective to that fight. I think that'd be a damn good fight. But I'm not going to sit here and prop up Kell Brook right now. I'm too disgusted with him right now. Doesn't really matter. Says that main man Ortiz has said. He says, "Oh damn, it moved on me, Holmes. Damn, I'll come back to it if I see it again, man. My bad. Doesn't really matter. Where'd it go? Damn, these comments are rolling in, so the screen just skipped on me, Holmes. Amir Khan is the second greatest businessman behind Mayweather, says boxing fan. I agree, man. Amir Khan is a hell of a businessman. Whether he on reality shows, whether he's clout chasing on social media one way or another, or building his own apps, or building his own gyms, or he's doing so much. Even with his girl, his wife, or whatever. He keeps her out in the public. He's a good businessman, and he's built a good constituency. He's built a loyal fan base. They love him. 3 demographics. The UK, the Pakistanis, and Muslims. And he brings them all together. And he uses them to show his drawing power. So, he's done it. And he's taking charge of his career. I ain't mad at him, bro. I ain't mad at him whatsoever. June 1st is the AJ show. Hey, not if he's fighting against... Hey, this Michael Hunter shit, man, we need to kill that noise. I mean, I guess you can't fault AJ much for whoever he fights, because he ain't been... It's not his fault that the mutant want to do what the mutant has done. It ain't his fault, but man, Michael Hunter, man, I get their spin on it. It's like he an American, and he wants to make a big splash here in America. Don't nobody know who Michael Hunter is, and he's a cruiserweight. It may turn us diehards off a little bit, but you can't fault him. You can't say, this is just the hand that he was dealt. Fucking with this dude, fucking with the mutant. You know what I mean? This is the hand that he's dealt. And if Luis Ortiz don't want to answer the call. If people saying behind the scenes that he is, I need to see it publicly just to be 100. But if Luis Ortiz don't want to answer the call, I mean, at this point, AJ can fight whoever the hell he want. I'm being honest. I ain't happy to say it because this is his first fight here. But whoever he fights, he fights. Yeah, whoever he fights, he fights. I mean, I'm not happy about a Michael Hunter. I know he coming off a good win and all of that stuff, and I'm just. Maybe because it wasn't built enough for me. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yes, sir. Much respect to the independents in boxing. All day, Michael Stott. Lake Junior R says if Luis Ortiz doesn't take the fight, he may have something in his system. I've said that, Lake Junior R, because he had that blood pressure situation. He might just got finished taking some. He probably was like sitting in his room popping blood pressure medication the day he got the call. Like, AJ want to fight. He like, damn, man, I just took my meds like 20 minutes ago. Shit, man, I got it all in my system. I'll take the fight, but I just dumped like 4 pills, man. I got to get my pressure under control. You know what I mean? Maybe he needs to think about going to a new medication if that's the case, though. There's more than one type of medication, I'm sure. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I do wonder, and I'm trying to give this some space and not ride it too much, because Eddie Hearn has came out and said that he will announce opponent next week. I think he got his eye on Michael Hunter, and I truly think, honestly, on the Lowski, he got his eye on Derek Chisora. I think they're looking at, he keep on bringing up Derek Chisora and how David Hay is on his back about it. I think there's going to be one or the other. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be one or the other. Chris Hayes says, I really hope Crawford. Damn, man, this thing be moving, homie. Yes, Charlie. Okay, sorry about that. I missed that one, homie. My homie Ray-Ban says, hit that like and sub, fellas. Hit that like for me. Hit that like for me. And if you like how I'm talking all day, sub. We fam up in here. We keep it boxing at all times, man. Sub and hit that like button like the homie Ray-Ban says, man. Real shit. Real shit. Jay Fernando, think AJ might be on a lose-lose situation, because if he fights Ortiz, everyone would say that he had only 5 weeks. I hope New York gets behind AJ. You make a good point. You make a real good point with that. But, I wouldn't fault him. Me, honestly, I wouldn't say that, because I'm calling for Ortiz to accept this fight. So I couldn't do that. That wouldn't be fair to AJ. And, You're right. There is some that may say that. There is some that may say that. I'm not gonna sit here and say you're not right about that, but this is the meaning of stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. This is the true meaning as such. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. And you might be right, but at the end of the day, you can't please everybody. And I think this would be the best course for him, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Ruiz Jr. is getting the fight too. Yeah. Andy Ruiz. I like Andy Ruiz, man. I'm a big fan. I've always had a good spot for Andy Ruiz. I love to watch him fight. I love to watch Andy Ruiz fight. I wish he wouldn't have slimmed down so much. He thought that was the way to a better career for himself, man. But I got nothing but love for Andy Ruiz. Always have, man. Always have. Always have. Let's see. Silver Salamo says there are rats, there are dogs, and then there are mutants. He is a fucking mutant, bruh. Telling you, that has green sweat. You know what I'm saying? Green sweat. Ronda Ali says Michael Hunter actually a good fighter for real. Obviously ain't on the level, but who the hell else is better? Ortiz defo on them PEDs right now. Pulev got a case. Kalnaki said no. Who else? That's what I know. And yeah, you're right. You know what I mean? In Michael Hunter's case, but I'm not saying this wouldn't be a decent. I'm just saying I'm not excited about it. It's nothing that makes me go, oh man, I can't wait to see this fight. Oh man, yeah, that's I'm on the up and up about it. I need to see more from Michael Hunter. But if it's a last minute thing, what can we do? What can we do? You know what I mean? So, but as for the night though, man, I got Turnsburg Crawford, man, just to give y'all heads up. Terrence Crawford, I think he stops Amir Khan. I think Khan puts in a valiant effort for about 5 rounds before he starts to overcommit, before he gets sucked into a brawl. You know what I mean? I think he starts to overthink. This is going to be one of his most overthinked fights because he hears all the talks. I have everybody telling him that he should lose this fight. And he always knows that everyone is telling him the reason you always get knocked out, Khan, is because you overdo it. You don't know when to pull back. You don't know when to use your feet and get the hell out of dodge. You start looking at your punches. You start, really admiring what you're doing, not realizing that you are a boxer that should stay moving and being an outboxer. And he always get caught up. But see, Crawford just brings way too many tools, man. And what just also brings me to Danny Garcia versus Adrian Granados tonight. I think Danny Garcia is going to get rid of Adrian Granados. I'm a big fan of Adrian Granados. I like him. I like him as a cool dude, but he's just not next level for me. And to me, he does not have or possess the right tools to beat Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia's blueprint is well out there. All right, it's well out there on how to beat him and how to frustrate him and give him problems. And the blueprint is you have to adjust mid-fight. You have to have the ability to adjust mid-fight, meaning that when Mauricio Herrera fought him and beat him, well, I thought beat him. He boxed Danny for half of the fight, and he needs to put his foot on the gas for half of the fight. And Danny's rhythm was thrown off. Same way with Showtime Sean Porter. He threw Danny's rhythm off by boxing him one half and then becoming aggressive in the second half. Adrian Granados is a one-gear fighter. Predictable as hell. You know what he's going to do, and you know what he's going to bring. So I say Danny Garcia by stoppage. I think he stops Adrian Granados, and plus there's a lot at stake on for Danny Garcia. That's how I feel about that, man. Granados. Hey, my man Ray-Ban says Granados is going to upset. Okay. Hey, a lot of people saying that, man. A lot of people saying that, man. I've been seeing that. But I just can't see it, bro. I love the fight that he did against Amir Imam. You know what I mean? But in Amir Imam's case, he's been shown now a couple of times that just sheer aggression just breaks him down. You know what I mean? But even with Adrian Granados, one gear, come forward, put the heat on you. But Danny is a good counterpuncher. And people are questioning his power up at welterweight. But Slim, come on, man. We ain't going to forget about what he did to the Brandon Rios, how he dropped Brandon Rios like a bag of rocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude got power at welterweight. The problem is he can't deliver it as effectively as he could back down at 140. You can have all the power in the world if you don't got the right rocket to get it there. It don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. We'll see. Marcus Davis says Teofimo Lopez going to stop Tati. I don't see no threat that Tati can pose for Lopez. It don't seem he seems to have enough power to keep Lopez off him, and he seems to be technically solid, but Lopez too strong. I agree. I think Lopez walks through him tonight. Lopez is full head of steam right now. I'm liking Teofimo Lopez fight by fight. The question is going to be, where should Teofimo Lopez go next, and should he get Vasyl Lomachenko? My thing is, man, it's a hard question. I don't think he's ready right now, and I understand when Vasyl Lomachenko say, "Yo, do something, make it worth my while." There's a lot of fighters who want to fight, but make it worth my while. Get a belt. You know what I mean? And I don't think Vasyl Lomachenko is afraid of Teofimo by far. By far. I want to see Teofimo do more, but I just don't know how long he's going to be at the weight class. And that's another concerning matter. Because Teofimo made it evidently clear, by next year, I'm gone to 140. And maybe that's what Vasyl Lomachenko kind of betting on. I don't know, but he wanted him to do more. If that's the case, Bob Arum need to set up a Richard Comey fight in Teofimo Lopez and let him try to get his handles on that belt. I don't see Mikey coming down to fight him. Don't see it. Mikey is now a diva. He know the numbers that he put in that stadium. He know how many pay-per-view units he moved. It's going to have to be worth Mikey's while. I think the best course for Teofimo is to try to either eye Richard Comey before Vasyl Lomachenko gets him. But he's going to have to, or he's gone to 140. He's gone to 140. Get a belt. Michael Stott says get a belt. Loma is absolutely correct. Yeah, I mean, it's a high risk, low reward fight for Loma at this point. He got nothing to win or lose. And Loma's already to a point where he's like, look, I'm up in my early 30s. Bob, I ain't got time to be like that last cat he just fought. I don't need no more of these fights. I don't need no more of these fights. Now, Teofimo Lopez ain't doing nothing wrong by trying to raise his stock and calling out Vasyl Lomachenko and calling out Mikey. He ain't doing nothing wrong. All right, he getting his name out there. He's trying to be a little showboat type dude. He's trying to get the buzz going, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Calling out the big dogs ain't nothing wrong with that. But when the rubber meets the road, at the end of the day, dog, you got to do something. You got to earn that fight. You got to earn that fight. Mikey is a diva. Yeah, Mikey right now gonna definitely be on this diva shit now. He gonna want major money for those fights. If he gonna have to cross over, he gonna want major money. He gonna want to be A-side, everything. He's like, yo, I'm a pay-per-view draw. I'm A-side. They loving me out here. Yeah, I may have lost against Spence, but guess what? You gonna pay me. You gonna pay me. I think Mikey can get down to 135 again. Jay Fernando. Maybe. I could see that. I don't see him going back to 135. Remember how it was when he first came back. He came back to 140. He ain't immediately get back in that 35 smoke. But I could see him getting back. He got his WBC title down there. I haven't heard nothing on that, but I don't know. Jay Fernando says, I think 140 might be his best weight now. Me too. I think 140. I like to see him mix it up with the 140 fighters. See, Mikey is in a position now where he got smoke. It ain't no reason why Mikey should be ducking all of the smoke that's around him. Every direction that Mikey Garcia looks in, there is smoke. There's smoke at 140, Prograis, Taylor. These fights are makeable. You know what I mean? Maurice Hooker. These fights are makeable. There's smoke at 35. If Mikey wants to fight, these fights are makeable. So Mikey got smoke everywhere he goes right now, especially with everybody knowing that he's a pay-per-view attraction. Oh, man. Mikey a rich diva. Mikey on his diva shit, man. He gonna want some more cars, everything. You know what I'm saying? All that. Lopez says he might fight Luke Campbell. I like that fight. Let him go from. I wanted to see Lopez come up. I want to see Shakur Stevenson come up, man. Shakur taking a big step up tonight with Christopher Diaz. And if he goes in there and make a statement tonight, man, because I believe that Shakur Stevenson is the best up and coming fighter. If he go in there and make a statement tonight, man, that's gonna be a lot to talk about with that. Christopher Diaz, man, brings noise. He lost to Masayuki Ito, but that was a good fight. You know what I mean? And he gave Ito some fits at certain points in that fight. So we're going to see how this goes tonight, man. This is a huge step up for this dude. This dude can punch. He's full of bravado. He's going to be coming forward on Shakur. Let's see how Shakur can handle this Hawk, man. It's going to be interesting. Man. But Danny, man, look, man. Hey, man, look, man. Danny Garcia, I just want to speak on, like, if he beats Granados tonight, I don't know where he goes, how he even fits in the mix at welterweight. I'm wondering that, too. Where does Danny Garcia fit into this mixture now? Now that he's lost to Porter, he's lost to Keith, there's only one or two other ways to go, right? Unless they're willing to give him a rematch. Where does Danny go? If he beats Adrian Granados tonight and look good doing it, where does he go? I'm wondering about that. I know what he wants, and the WBC still clearly standing behind Danny. You see them with the WBC belt and all the little fake replica belt involved in this fight. So he's clearly fighting for the favor of the WBC. But I tell you one thing. I don't want to see Showtime Sean Porter rematch this dude right away. I need to see Showtime Sean Porter up in that thing with Earl Spence Jr. Real shit. My man Lawrence Williams in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you? Everybody who hear the sound of my voice, go check out my homie Lawrence Williams channel. Excellent boxing mind right there. What's up, fam? Yeah, man. You know what I mean? So, yo, man, I'm wondering where Danny goes after this, man. Garcia versus Pac. Nah. Yo, I hope not. I mean, Pacquiao can do what the hell he wants to do. Don't get me wrong. But I don't know. That's a possibility. You're right. That is a possibility. But the way Pac's schedule is designed, I don't know if Garcia will come back so soon. What they talking? What, June, July? I don't think he's talking about coming back that soon. Lawrence Williams, I think he fights Lipinets in September next. Get back here, I guess. That makes sense. After Lipinets did what he did to my man Lamont Peterson, that makes sense. Lipinets is coming off with, a fan-pleasing performance against Lamont Peterson. And it was a war, it was a battle. I'm sure he won some fans in that fight. Retired Lamont Peterson. That will make sense. That will make a lot of sense. That's a good look, Lawrence Williams. This could be a good back year for Danny, and he has that excuse built in. But that actually makes sense. And that let some time pass to allow the other welterweights to kind of mix it up and see how it all kind of finishes out. That does make a hell of a lot of sense. Jay Fernando says Danny fight Pac-Man. Pac-Man has a world title. Pac-Man has a world title, but I thought they were talking about him and Keith Thurman. Y'all don't think Pac gonna want that Thurman smoke? I don't know. I thought they was talking about getting that Keith Thurman smoke. I don't know. That's a good one. I mean, if not, then it's the question going to come back then to what is Keith Thurman going to do? You know what I mean? Keith Thurman, a.k.a. the final level, a.k.a. M. Bison. What is he going to do then? You know what I mean? Because he got to do something. He says he wants to fight twice this year. He's betting heavy on that Pacquiao fight. If that doesn't happen, then he's going to take some, I guess, another bum or something. I don't know. I don't know what he's going to do because everybody else is busy. Everybody else is busy. And Keith Thurman and Kell Brook ain't a bad fight. Yo, look, man, I'm going to tell y'all something, man. I might got my criticisms right now with Kell Brook, but let's not act like Kell Brook is not a good fight for any of these welterweights. And see, and we get Kell Brook a lot of hard time because of what happened with the whole Spence and the eye and how he ducked from 54 or whatever. But let me explain something to y'all, man. The one thing that Kell Brook had to battle with back in the day when he was a world champion was that it was hard for him to get anybody in the ring. Worth mentioning, the only one that was willing to step up was Jesse Vargas. And I know what y'all going to say. Well, Keith Thurman was calling him out. Keith Thurman was calling him out. But when you look at the actions that were made by Thurman, he decided to go to Danny Garcia and Sean Porter route. You know what I'm saying? So this was Kell Brook's problem back then in one way or another. Why ain't nobody talking about fighting Kell? Keith can get in there with Kell. I know he ain't got, it's a dangerous ass fight for him, but if Kell Brook can pack all this money to fight Khan, Kell will come over here over the water. I think him and Thurman will be a good fight, at least a good stay busy fight for Thurman. Michael Stott says Thurman, I predict, leaves the PBC soon. Never thought about that one, bruh. Never thought about that one. Stadium fight, Mikey Garcia versus Pac. Man. Mikey last chance to get world title at 147, then move back down to 140. Jay Fernando makes a lot of sense. Just because Mikey lost don't mean that Pac won't fight him. And I'm with you there, bro. There could be so many things that, I jumped up too fast, too big of a welterweight. Pacquiao is a former 140-pound fighter. You know, he's a small welterweight. There's a lot of excuses built in if he decides to face a Manny Pacquiao. No one never talked about that. That's a good point, Jay Fernando. I wonder what that happened, bro. Even though Mikey lost, I don't know if he can resist the Manny Pacquiao fight, knowing what the numbers were on pay-per-view and what the numbers could be on pay-per-view. Something to think about. I know he got that upcoming exhibition with Eric Morales. They fighting for a good cause, so that's the next thing I know Mikey gonna be doing. Liam Sweeten says, bruh, is it the truth? 3 substances in hashtag champ talk. Yeah, it's 3 substances, bruh. He's had a trio of substances, man. He's taking PED cocktails. He is a mutant, bro. He is a mutant. It's 3 substances, Liam Sweeten. You got GW1516, HGH, And coming around in third place, you got something called EPO. Not EPA, but EPO. He's a fucking mutant. Get him out of my sport. Michael Stiles says, Thurman, I predict Leo leaves PBC soon. I don't know if Thurman leaves, though, before he gets that Earls fight. Look, man, I ain't the other belief of everybody else. It's an unpopular belief that I hold when it comes to Keith Thurman. I'm willing to admit that. It's a very unpopular belief, and some people even think I'm out of my marbles by even thinking this way. And that is, I believe that Keith One-Time Thurman is the final level. I think that Keith One-Time Thurman is M. Bison. He is Shao Kahn. What I mean by that is that Keith One-Time Thurman, once these dudes mix it up amongst themselves, Keith has already put his work in. He's beaten Danny, he's beaten Sean, and he's sitting at the top. He relinquished the belt just so they can chop it up for the belt. And whoever emerges of these welterweights, he takes them on for a final fight. You cannot progress or end your career without facing Keith One-Time Thurman. I think if Errol Spence Jr. faces a Showtime Sean Porter, grabs the WBC, now he has the WBC and the IBF. Maybe at that point, Keith steps in. Maybe. You know what I mean? But maybe he requires Errol Spence to do one more thing. He may say, "What?" But at that point, it'd be dangerous because then Errol Spence Jr. would have defeated Kell Brook, Showtime Sean Porter. Those are his two. Keith, you only got two. And then you cannot progress and say you are the man until you go through Keith. And that's what I think he does, bro. That's when I think he steps in. He is the final level. He's sitting back. He's the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar of the welterweight division. Y'all remember that Bruce Lee movie when Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was on the top floor? That's Keith Thurman. He is Keith Thurman, a.k.a. Flute Thurman, a.k.a. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a.k.a. Lou Alcindor with the big foot. That's him. You know what I mean? Lawrence Williams says EPO is a joint Shane Mosley admitted to taking in that whole Victor Conte Balco situation back in the day. Yeah. Shane Mosley got caught with that. This is the same shit that Lance Armstrong was using. You know what I'm saying? This shit is not to be played with, bro. That's why I'm like, Jarrell Miller, the mutant was taking some heavy stuff. He wasn't taking the everyday, regular stuff like testosterone or something. He was taking EPO and GW 1516, which feeds cancer. Like, you was taking some serious shit. Who your dealer? Who you know? What you trying to do? You mutant? Freaking Splinter, man. Liam Sweeten says, I was all the way behind you, all the support, all the prayers, and now this. Yeah, man. What are we doing right now? Tell us. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about with that. What are we doing right now? Tell us our next step forward. I got to know what you're talking about, Holmes. Got to know what you're talking about. Jay Fernando says, got to charge the phone up, sir. Just watching the undercards for Dave Allen and Lucas Brown and to show about the fight. Appreciate the conversation. First time coming across your channel. One of the best I've heard. Thank you, man. Much love to you, Jay Fernando. Go ahead, hit that subscription button, man. Come on through and holler at me from time to time, man. Much appreciation. Much appreciate to all the new faces. I'm seeing a lot of y'all in the chat. A lot of new faces. Come on, join up with the fam, man. We always have a good time here. We do a segment every Sunday, every Wednesday called We Talking Boxing. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do on fight days, on days of fights such as this one. You know what I mean? We cover the fights. We talk right before the fight, and we definitely cover it after the fight. So tune on in, man. You know what I mean? I'm about to go ahead and wind this one down myself and get ready to take in some of these fights tonight, man, and get ready to get myself prepared for these fights tonight because I don't want to miss a second. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody rocking with me. If you didn't hit the like button on your way in, please hit it on your way out. You know what I'm saying? Show your boy some love. You know what I mean? Enjoy the fights tonight. Turn up. Do what you do. Take your lady out, man. Get her out the way. Take her on the dates. Go take her out to dinner because you don't want to miss tonight's fight. That way you can be in your man cave cooling with your homies or whoever and enjoying the fight in peace. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Taking all the fights. Come on back here after the fights are over. And yeah, man, we're going to be turned up and having a good time talking about these fights tonight. Much love to each and every one of y'all. Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe. Twitter, Made Man 511. Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum. And Instagram, Main Man, Made Man. Peace into all of y'all. And show no love and stay on the neck, the fat neck of Jarrell the Mutant Miller. Peace out.